Hey y'all, I am VictorE. I help people find insight to empower. And today I wanted to help in dealing with trolls. So this is just something that I came across today in terms of like a troll. Like I came across a troll on my Instagram today. And he was, it was really strange because it was very much unprovoked. It was like a very harmless post. And it's one of those things of like, how to identify when you're being trolled so that you have more awareness going into it. So the first thing was just like how he looked for something to complain about. He was already in that space, in that vibe, in that state of being, of wanting, like being hungry for conflict, that drama that that trolls are so attracted to. And so I just like kind of brushed it off as like, like he said, like, what about like non-binary people? And I said, like, I included it in the caption for non-binary people. And then he like replied a while later, or like I checked a while later. I fell asleep halfway through. And I had already sensed that I had gotten that sensation of like, okay, this person's just looking for conflict. And now a telltale sign of when you're being anchored or hooked into being trolled is this right here in your diaphragm. You might feel like this intense burning, like a sensation. And it was that helped me to identify. It was like a prompt to breathe, to just start breathing, be very mindful of my own emotions. And in being loving to myself in that way, and this wasn't always the case, trial and error, getting it wrong, but in having that prompt and giving myself time to breathe, to relax, to come to him in my own state of being, having an integrity to my heart, to love, right? Because I used to try to meet a troll at the beginning with their energy, conflict with conflict, drama with drama, then trying to reason with them, trying to use logic, but it's nothing logical going on there. It's all emotion. They're not in a state of awareness, of self-awareness. They don't know what's driving them. They just know there's this feeling that they want to get, some kind of a emotional, sensational high that they get from, poking and prodding people on the internet. And if you don't give them that energy, if you don't give them that drama and conflict, if you give them love instead, you realize they just go away. They're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to get my food from this person. And that's really what it is. It's like you don't beat hatred with hatred. You starve it and you give it love. Why would a person who's actively being, just a very unkind POS, honestly, deserve love? Well, they're coming from a place of not having gotten love. And the mantra is always, I am the unconditional love the moment needs. Be it me setting boundaries, be it, me setting the example for this person, to even them being in that state of drama and conflict, helping their essence, their heart, their spirit reorient itself to one of awareness, bare minimum. If they get to love, if they get to self-love, I mean, we're all getting there, one way or another. We're getting there. But in this person being, very low vibe, what the low vibe needs is a higher vibe to balance it out, to neutralize it, to raise it. So I could have like very easily, if I was like the me from a year or two ago, could have very easily like gotten into a debate or an argument or told this guy to F off. He's one of those guys who does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so he's kind of always looking for reasons to provoke, to incite, to like test out his skills, really to just dominate. It's the toxic masculine through and through that wants to dominate, that is coming from a place of insecurity. And so when I approach this person from that state of understanding, well, then my way of engaging changes completely. Then I know, you know, that's why I said, like, I hope you got some rest. Like, and I meant it. Like, I love naps. So if this person's like, oh, I fell asleep halfway through your post, it's like, well, thank you for getting halfway through my post. Right? Like, because fuck them, honestly. Like, that's the kind of fuck you that goes the distance. And it's less satisfying to the ego, but it's so much more satisfying in the long term. It's like short-term discomfort for long-term gratification. Because like, it's not about changing somebody's mind in the moment. That's all ego wants, is to change somebody's mind, to dominate that person. You know, be you man, woman, non-binary. There's this masculine energy that wants to assert itself, that's saying, that believes, I'm right, you're wrong, you need to conform to my way of being. There's that archetypical energy. And so when you have grace and patience, openness, you allow this person like a wounded child to throw their tantrum, to run around, to make an ass out of themselves. You may not know it, but people are always watching. People are always watching. And it reverberates into the collective unconscious. And even then, you're communicating to yourself that you're not going to abandon integrity to your center because you want to change somebody else's mind. Your relationship with the world is such that you would rather maintain a state of love and awareness for yourself, if no one else, so that you're not then getting inflamed and taking that out on the people around you, right? If I had gotten all angry and hot and bothered, my dog can tell that. My family can tell that. Then they stay away from me, and then I pick up on that. If nothing else, then on a subconscious level. And so there's this feedback loop and exacerbation of that drama, of that conflict. And that's what I mean by like maintain integrity to your center, to your place of love, to your heart. And don't let anybody move you from that. If nothing else, when you're facing off against the troll, I would recommend to just do your best, to be the love, and maybe like parent in training kind of thing. Like, here's this inner child, here's the inner child of somebody else throwing a tantrum. How can you help them? How can you help yourself, your own inner child, be parented best in that moment? Yeah. I hope this helps. Love you guys. Peace.